Hello people, welcome back. This question is from GATE 2019 exam and it is for 2 marks. You need to find the output of this program. So let's start executing it line by line. First line in the main function is int a square brackets is equal to this. Now this means you are trying to declare an array that is named a and can store integers. These are the values that we are trying to save in the array. So this is the array. The values are 2, 4, 6, 8 and 10. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. And array name is A. Now you very well know that array name is kind of a pointer to the base address or the address of first element. It is not exactly a pointer. We have already seen the differences, but this A or the array name represents the base address of this array or address of this first element. Okay. Then you are trying to declare an integer named I, an integer named sum that is initialized to 0, and a pointer that will point to some integer whose name is b. So b is a pointer. Then we are assigning a value a plus 4 to this variable b. b is a pointer, so b will contain addresses. That means this must be an address. Okay. Now a, I have already told you, a is the address of this element or the base address of array. What will be a plus 4? This is a. This is a plus 1, a plus 2, a plus 3, a plus 4. You can also just see the indexes of this array. They will be 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. So a plus 4 will be this element. That means b is pointing here like this. Okay. See, if this address is say 5129, this base address is 5129. Then A represents this address and B contains this last address. So this address will be 5129 plus 4 into size of one integer. Okay. See, this base address represents address of this block. Skip one integer, two integers, 3 and 4 integers. You will get this address, the address of last block. Okay. That is contained in B. Now, next you have a for loop. For I is equal to 0 to I less than 5, I plus plus. And every time execute this line. Let us see what is this loop doing. Now see, for the first time, value of I is 0 and this condition is true because 0 is less than 5. So you are going to execute the body of loop. That means 0, value of sum is 0, 0 plus star b. Star b means value saved at address b. This is b. b is pointing to this address. Star b means what is the value saved at this address? The value is 10. So this is 10 minus I. Value of I for this iteration of the loop is 0. Okay. Minus b minus I. b is this address which points here. b minus I means this address minus 0. So it will be this address only. And writing a star here means just take this value. So this value is also 10. So this is 0 plus 10 minus 10. 0, 10 and 10. So you can see in first iteration of the loop, this RHS evaluates to 0 and you are assigning a value 0 to variable sum. Okay, so this RHS value will be assigned to this variable. Now, initially sum was 0. After first iteration also, the new value given to this variable sum is 0 only. So its value does not change in first iteration. Now let's see what will happen in second iteration. In second iteration, I will become 1. Okay, we'll increment this update expression. So I is 1. This is when I is equal to 0. Now I is 1. Current value of sum is 0. Then star b means 10 only. See, b still points here only, and star b means whatever is the value saved at address pointed by b, that is 10. 10 minus I is 1. Okay. And see, now b minus I, that means this address minus 1. Minus 1 means previous address. So we are talking about this address. Okay. And writing a star here means just take the value saved here. The value is 8. So like this. Now 10 minus 1 is 9 and 9 minus 8 is 1. So 0 plus 1. It is 0 plus 9 minus 8. That is 1. So the RHS evaluates to 1 and we are saving this value 1 in the variable called sum. Sum is now updated to 1 and I will become 2. So value of I is 2 for the next iteration of loop. Now I will do one thing, I'll just solve it quickly. Now see, the values that I is going to take start from 0 and they go till 5. That means I will be 0, then it will become 1, then 2, 3, 4, then 5. And whenever value of I becomes 5, the loop will end because this condition will evaluate to false. So you will come out of the loop. That's why I haven't written anything for value of I is equal to 5. Okay. Now whenever you are on this iteration, that means whenever you are on the first iteration, when I value is 0, in that case, star b minus I, that means this thing, it will evaluate to the value saved at address b, which is 10, minus I is 0, so 10 minus 0 is 10. Next time it will evaluate to 10 minus 1, that is 9, then 10 minus 2, that is 8, then 10 minus 3 and 10 minus 4. Okay, so these values are 10, 9, 8, 7, 6 for the corresponding values of I. Let us see what will this thing evaluate to. It is this one. Star b minus I means the address saved at b minus I. You take the value at that address. Okay, so b points here. B minus 0 will be this address only. So whatever is the value saved here, take it. It is 10. Now when I value becomes 1, that means b minus 1. So this address, take this value. It is 8. Then when I is equal to 2, b minus 2 will be this address. So take this value. Star means take the value at that address. So it is 6. Next time it will be 4, then it will be 2. Okay. So 10, 8, 6, 4, 2. Now let us just calculate what is the value of sum. That means let us execute body of loop for each and every iteration. See, initially sum is 0 here. So I have written 0 here for sum initially. The first iteration will make the value of sum equal to current value, that is 0, plus this expression's value minus this expression's value. So current value 0, then plus 10 and minus 10. Okay, I hope you are getting it. So 0 plus 10 minus 10 means 0 only. Okay, now sum is updated to 0. Then in next iteration, it will be updated to 0 plus 9 minus 8. That means 1. See, this is current value of sum plus this value minus this value. Okay. So currently, that means after this iteration, value of sum is 1. Then in next iteration, take the current value of sum, that is 1, plus this minus this. Okay. So 1 plus 8 minus 6, this will be 3. Then in next iteration, take the current value 3 plus this minus this. That will become 3 plus 3, that is 6. Then again take the current value. In next iteration, current value of sum will be 6. Take that value plus this minus this. So 6 plus 6 minus 2. 6 plus 6 is 12. 12 minus 2 is 10. So after this loop ends, value of sum will be 10. Like this, okay? And printf sum will print 10. So I hope you have just understood how this program works. See, you can just execute it line by line here only. But I have used this tabular method because this is easy. In exam, this will give you answer very quickly. You will not waste a lot of time. And when to use such methods? Let me explain. See, B contains some address. We are not modifying the value of B. For the entire time that we execute this loop, B keeps on pointing here only. So value or the address saved in B, it is not modified anywhere. In such scenarios, you can use this tabular method. It will be very easy. But if value of B keeps on changing, then it might be difficult to draw such table. Then you need to analyze it iteration by iteration only, as we started, like as I explained in first two iterations. Okay.